Hey guys, Finn here, that is of course FYNN, and welcome back to my weekly series where I predict the Premier League and I have my fantasy team out, so you guys can check my fantasy team, my predictions, and you guys can have a debate in the comment section below if you agree with me, if you don't. But once again guys, I've just done YouTube for a year now as of the weekend, so I have uploaded that video where I did answer some of your guys' questions just about me or about my year on YouTube, so go check that video out. I'll also put that in the description below. But yeah, let's get straight into this. First game is Southampton versus Leicester, and although it's away for Leicester, I can only see them winning. They've only lost 2 games so far this Premier League campaign, which is pretty impressive. They lost to Manchester United, but that was just a penalty, and they lost to Liverpool, which, I mean, they had a serious fight against Liverpool. They almost won it. They just lost in the dying minutes to it, and they were just looking so strong, and it is Liverpool. They are in top form so far this season. I have to say 3-0 to Leicester, and I can seriously see Leicester ending in a European or even a Champions League spot this campaign. Tell me if you guys agree with that. I know it's a bit of an odd one, but tell me if you guys agree with me on that one. Manchester City versus Arsenal versus Aston Villa. I'd like to say it's going to be a close one, but at the end of the day, I just don't see it really being a close one. I see it being more dominant towards Manchester City than I would actually like. I'd like to see Aston Villa get something out of the bag, but I think it's going to be a 4-0 to Manchester City. And wow, Manchester City, you guys have already lost 2 games so far this Premier League season. You're leaving it up to us, the Manchester United players and fans, to get some points out of Liverpool. You depend on us to slow Liverpool down a bit. Okay. But yeah, 4-0 to Manchester City. I can only see them getting dominant, and let's hope they pick up form so that they can catch up to Liverpool just a tiny bit. Brighton versus Everton. Everton have only won 3 games so far this Premier League campaign. It's not good at all. I mean, it's better than Manchester United, but overall it's very unimpressive from Everton so far this season. But I'm going to go with a 1-0 win. I think they're just going to scrape a win against from Brighton, just because I think Brighton pose some sort of threats, but overall as a whole I view Everton as better, therefore it's going to be a 1-0 to them. Watford versus Bournemouth. Watford have not won a single game so far this Premier League campaign, and I really can't see them winning or going 10 games without winning a game, so I am going to go for Watford on this. I do view Bournemouth as a better team, but Watford, drew to Spurs. I don't know what you guys are doing. I would sack Pochettino, not because I don't like him, I love the man, but but at the end of the day, he's not really improved on what he's done in the previous season. So I have to say 1-0 to Watford. I have to go with that. It's a bit of a shocker for this week, but I don't know. I think that's going to be the result. West Ham versus Sheffield. West Ham looks really good so far this season at moments, and I have to go with the 2-0 win to West Ham over Sheffield. Sheffield, look, they did win against Arsenal, but once again, that is just Arsenal. Of course, that is a joke. Arsenal have the potential to be very good, but they do make silly mistakes that do cost them games. I have to go with the 2-0 to West Ham. I think West Ham's gonna be comfortable in this game. Burnley versus Chelsea. Because Chelsea have poor defense but very good attack and midfield, that could just be my opinion once again. No, it's not, it's a fact. I'm going to say 3-1 to Chelsea. They're going to be very comfortable with their win, but at the same time, their sloppy defense is going to lead to them getting a goal. They do need more clean sheets. So yeah. Newcastle versus Wolves. Look, Wolves have looked more like puppies than Wolves compared to last season, if you ask me. This is one game that I could seriously see become a draw, but at the same time, I don't know if it'll be a draw. I think it's going to be a 2-1 to Wolves overall. I think Wolves are really going to fight back, and let's hope they get some sort of results over it, because I think everyone likes Wolves. Wolves isn't a team no one dislikes, and Newcastle haven't been on top form this season. They've lost some really bad games that they shouldn't have, and they've won games that they shouldn't have. Arsenal versus Crystal Palace. Arsenal, similar to Chelsea, very weak defense, but at moments very good attack. I don't know where they would be on the table without Aubameyang, probably last, to be 100% honest. Arsenal fans, you know that's true. No, God! I have to go with the 2-1 win to Arsenal. I think it's going to be closer than they like, but I just see them winning the game overall because of the quality in their players as individuals. Not so much as a team, because I think there's still lots they have to work out as a team, but it's going to be close, but it is still going to be a win for Arsenal. Liverpool versus Spurs. This is going to be a very close one. Look, I could easily say Liverpool are really going to dominate it, but at the same time, when Liverpool and Spurs play, there's just something very competitive about it and aggressive, and it's always a close scoreline in my eyes from what I've seen. I think it's going to be a 1-0 win to Liverpool, very close. And you see Liverpool's record there, you see that yellow dot out of all the greens, that's us, that's Manchester United. We did that.
No one cares!
But yes, hopefully Liverpool do slow it down a tiny bit so other teams can take it. Or even if not, Liverpool do deserve something because they have played really well as a team. Last Premier League match before I get into my fantasy team, Norwich versus Manchester United. Look, Manchester United, the sad thing is I can see you losing to Norwich after drawing to Liverpool. That's just the United thing to do as of late. Which, by the way, guys, I am working on a fun skit, like a fun video on Manchester United, that if you guys do want to be notified when I do upload that video, please do subscribe, hit that bell icon so that you do get notified when I do upload that video. It's a fun video that I think you guys are really going to enjoy. I won't spoil too much about it, but yeah, stay tuned for that. I could see it being a 2-1 win to Manchester United, just purely because there are so many players that are coming back that I think are hungry to play for the team. Players like Martial is back, Wan-Bissaka is obviously back, Shaw could be back, Pogba hopefully might be, I don't know. David De Gea, of course, is fit to play. But overall, yeah, I really hope Manchester United do start picking up after this Liverpool game, because if not, I can see Solskjaer really just going home. Okay. Now for my fantasy team. Lots of players have stayed in this since the previous transfer window, and I struggled to afford some really good players after some of the changes that I made. But hopefully you guys agree with me on some things on this list. I've gone goalkeeper. My main goalkeeper is going to be Schmeichel. I think Schmeichel's an excellent choice, especially if Leicester City get that 3-0 win that I do think that they will get because of the quality in their team. I think Schmeichel will play a huge part in that. And yeah, I have to keep him in this team as my main goalkeeper. Defenders, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, always in the team, and now finally he's fit, and I haven't put him in the team for no reason, and hopefully he can gain some points. Yeah, let's just hope he can get more forward in that attacking sense as a fullback, as a modern day fullback, because he is very good in defense, but he needs to work a bit on attack. Virgil van Dijk, I mean, he was absolutely dropped by Marcus Rashford versus Liverpool.
I'm still a piece of garbage
in that United game. But yeah, I have to say Virgil van Dijk, just because he's just one of the best in the Premier League, one of the best defenders the Premier League has ever seen, and I'll always just put him in the team because he's so strong, so reliable, and yeah, once again guarantees points, especially if they do get that win over Spurs, which I think they will get. Harry Maguire, I have put him there just because, as I said, if I think United's going to get a 2-0 clean sheet,
this is great banter.
Then I think Maguire could play a huge role in that. I think it's time United start picking up clean sheets, and I think Norwich could be a game to do it. At the same time, Norwich are very good on their attack, extremely good on their attack. But yeah, I think Harry Maguire has that potential as one of the most expensive defenders in the world to be able to do that. Let's hope that he really shows why United paid that amount for him. Well, Bolly from Wolves, I have to put him there because, as I said, I think Wolves will get the result, and I think Bolly could play a huge role in it. I think he's an underrated defender, and yeah, I wanted to put a Wolves player there in the defense. My midfielder has to be Mason Mount. He's just always in the team just because I think he's so good for Chelsea, and as I said, if it's going to be that 3-1 win, he's going to get an assist or goal. He's actually just come out of nowhere, and he's been beyond impressive for most players, and I think he's going to get points there for Chelsea this week. Sadio Mane for Liverpool, look, I mean, he was in Rojo's pocket the whole of that United game, in my opinion. Did get that goal that was off the arm, so it was cancelled out, but Mane, as I said, really just one of the best players, in my opinion, in the top 3 players in the world at the moment. After Messi and Ronaldo, possibly. From an attacking point of view, I would say he's overtaken Neymar. Tell me, that's going to be my question of the day, guys. Is Mane better than Neymar? Put that down in the comment section below. Yeah, that could just be my opinion, though. Sterling always in the team just because he does get points for City. He's such an impressive player, and I think he's also one of the world's best, not in the top 3, maybe not the top 5, but definitely in the top 10 at moments. Just such a good player overall. My last midfielder had to be Maddison from Leicester. As I said, if Leicester's really going to dominate once again, if they're going to do well in that 3-1 win, 3-0 win that I think Maddison's going to get some serious points there. I mean, he's also just come out of nowhere and just really shown how strong he is overall as a player. I mean, really, I can see him moving to Manchester City, Manchester United, to Liverpool maybe one day, a top 6 club, or I mean, at the end of this season, Leicester could be counted as a top 6 club. 2 main attackers is Jota from Wolves, just because from an attacking point of view, he's really just got that really good football mind when it comes to getting assists or goals. He really does see things that other players don't. That's why I've put him in this team.
I see dead people.
Along with Abraham, I think if Chelsea get that 3-1 win, he's definitely going to get a goal or two. Very impressive player so far this season. My bench has to be Dubravka, just because he made such an impressive save versus Chelsea for Newcastle. Overall, I see lots of promising things for him. Although I said Newcastle are probably going to lose this match week, I put him there just in case Newcastle do get the result. Along with Digne from Everton. Everton haven't been impressive. Digne hasn't been that impressive, but I'm putting in there just because I think Everton's form will switch around. Ceballos from Arsenal, once again creating beautiful chances that could get him some points, along with Mason Greenwood. Mostly because I couldn't afford any other attacker in my team for the bench. But I've chosen Mason Greenwood just because if he does come off the bench, which I think he will do probably for United towards the end of the game, he could possibly get a result, or he could just get 1 or 2 points. I'm just putting him there. He's my chance player, you know. So guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video. Once again, if you are new, please do subscribe. I love growing this channel. I love just communicating with you guys. You guys are an awesome community. Thank you so much for everything you guys have done for me. But this has been Match Week 10. I hope you have enjoyed it. This has been Finn, FYNN. I love all of you. Stay awesome. Cheers.